Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to set up ROM hack games. Now, you might come across particular games which has had what's called a ROM hack, and what this is pretty much fans of a particular game and they're merging it with another particular game, and therefore you got yourself a ROM hack. For example, we could play Streets of Rage 2 with the characters of Street Fighter 2 in the game. So you can download the ROM hack file and you can throw it at any emulator, but it's not going to work. So we're going to look at this today and we're going to show you how to patch your games and how to do everything correctly. So on my desktop just here, I've got a few different games. I've got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and just make a note, these are very specific. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Sega Mega Drive, this is the world copy, and this is Rev A. Now beside it, I've got the hack file of it. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 XL. Now, like I said, just make a note that everything really needs to be very specific, and that's why I said this particular copy of this Sonic 2 game is Rev A, and this is the World Edition. Now, the reason I say this is that when it comes to patching the games, which I'm going to show you in a minute, you need to have the same files. In other words, the person who's created that ROM hack is use a very specific version of the game in order to create the hack itself. So what we're going to do first is just head over to this website, and this is firstly where we can check out if this is the correct ROM file of the game we're using. Now, when you're downloading the ROM hack files, it should actually tell you which ROM set or wherever it comes from, and it's going to have the SHA-1 more than likely. So first of all, we need to be absolutely sure that the ROM file matches the hack file, and you can do this with this website just here. So for example, what we're going to do in this case is just drag and drop Sonic the Hedgehog into input. And once I've done that, as you can see under output, that's going to be the correct code, and that should match the code of the ROM hack file and the information that gives you on whichever website you downloaded it from. Okay, so once we've established that the ROM file matches the hack file, then we're good to go. What we're going to do is go over to rompatcher.js, and what we're going to do here is just left click on ROM file, and just here, this is where your main ROM file is going to go. So I'm going to select Sonic the Hedgehog 2 World Rev A. Back on the desktop, what we're going to do is just extract the hack zip file. And inside of here, we've got Xdelta file, which is quite a common file extension for ROM hack files. If I drag that onto the desktop and head back over to this website, if I go to patch file, I'm then going to navigate to the desktop. And here is my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 XL.xdelta file. If I then go to apply patch, as we can see just here, it's now patched my original ROM file of Sonic the Hedgehog. And as we can see, that's good to go pretty much. So what we're going to do just to clear up some mess is delete the Sonic ROM as well as the hack zip folder. Okay, and we're going to test this one out. So I've got Fusion, which is a Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis emulator. And if I go to File and load this game, load Genesis, Desktop, and we're going to search for that game. And as we can see, this is the patch version. And there we go, Sonic is put on a lot of weight whilst he's collecting his rings in that hack, which looks pretty cool if you're into that type of thing. So next up then, we're going to look at doing a Nintendo NES game. So this is going to be the same situation. We got Super Mario Bros. 3 just here, which is the USA Rev A version of the game. And we also got the matching hack zip folder. Inside of the zip folder, I've got the IPS file again. So all I need to do is just drag this one out, and I'm going to go for program 1 with this. I believe there's 2 different revisions of this particular hack. So again, what we're going to do is by all means go and check out the game if this is the correct SHA-1 checksum file. So what we're going to do then is of course just drag and drop the game inside of here, which is the ROM file, and that's going to give us the output. And you obviously need to match this, like I said, with the hack information itself. So once you've done that, we're just going to go back to ROM Patcher and ROM file, desktop, and I'm going to firstly look for my Super Mario Bros. 3 ROM. And there we go, and we're going to go to patch file, and we're going to look for that IPS. And here we go, Super Mario Bros. 3 mix rev2b program 1.ips. Apply patch, and here we go, that's now been patched and ready to go. Now, of course, if you're using a front-end system such as RetroBat, like I do in most of my videos, then by all means you can actually use these patch files, these ROM hack files, inside of things like RetroBat. So I'm going to just drag and drop this one inside. And if I open up RetroBat, and here's my game inside of RetroBat, so if I open this up, okay, so as you can see, that Super Mario Bros. 3 hack works really nicely. Now, we're going back to this patcher website just here, which is actually rompatcher.js. If we just toggle over to creator mode, go under patch type, this will give you a list here of the different patch files that's compatible with this website in order to patch your games. So it's not only covering systems such as the Mega Drive or the Nintendo Entertainment System that I've showed you today, but if you've actually got a hack file which matches these file names just here, then you're pretty much good to go. For example, if you've got an N64 hack file, then just pop it into this website just here and patch it up. And that's it for today's video. So if you like what you see today, hit notifications, subscribe and like so you don't miss upcoming retro content here on my channel, Just Jamie. That means you'll get notified every time I release a new setup guide, and it really helps the channel too. Anyways, until next time, thanks for watching and stay retro.